my little mama. Let's see. All right. So usually I start off with a prep. I already prep my skin with my skincare. And I kind of let it sit for a little bit, but I still use a little bit of this. It's the Mario Badescu rose water spray. And I like it because it's got a little bit of aloe and everything, so it coats your skin. So it's always a shock when I do it. Oh, Dave, you're so stupid. I see you. All right, so let's see. All right, so usually what I do first and foremost is, aside from skin, I start off with a little bit of this. It's called Peach Luster. It's by MAC. It's amazing. And it is to cover my dark circles. So I always put a little bit of this underneath before I start anything. And I look super crazy, but it's fine. Because, you know, there's a process for everything. So start off with a little Peach Luster. I feel like everybody does that, or should at least. Hi, Kayla. My skin's a little bit dry right now. I'm kind of acting up, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of extra serum on. I'm using a La Mer smoothing serum and also Yves Saint Laurent one. And these are all skin blurring things. I'm all about the blur and that flawless fake look. That's just me. I like fake, whatever. Let's see. Okay. So I started with that. The next thing that I use is Clarins Instant Smooth. Clarins Instant Smooth is really nice. I had originally started using it on older women to kind of mask any lines and, you know, cracks or whatever. Hi, Nicole. I love you. You're so awesome. I love you. You're beautiful anyways. Hi. You know, my love. Kayla, if your skin's super dry, what I usually use is this. It's called Kiehl's. It's by Kiehl's. It's the Hydro Plumping Retexturizing Serum. It's a concentrate. Super good. Kind of plumps up the skin and, you know, just instantly rehydrates it and makes it so it takes away like some dehydration lines, because a lot of people think that they're aging and have all these wrinkles and things like that, and they're really not. They're just really dehydrated, which is something that I always am too. I don't think anybody ever drinks enough water. All right, so I'm going to start off, and I'm starting off with a little bit of a base. So this is Painterly. I feel like everybody in the whole entire world uses it. It's by MAC. It's a paint pot. Technically, it's a really long-wearing cream eyeshadow base, and people use it as a primer because it works so damn good. All right. Yeah, Kayla, Kiehl's products are amazing. They're super reasonable and affordable too, and they're really beautiful for your skin. Good morning, Joanne. Let's see. Oh, I love you, Kimmy. All right, so I start off with a little bit of Painterly and a brush like this. So make sure it's a flat brush, and we still have my crazy looking orange under my eyes. Let's see. So start off a little bit with this. So this is going to tune out any of the darkness, and also, you know, your eyelids are kind of see-through. So, you know, it's not just one person, it's every single person in this world. Our eye skin is literally just so much thinner than the rest of our skin is. So So in order to do like a really pronounced eye, or even have like a regular looking crease and have everything look nice and symmetrical, then you need to use something to cover it up. I never suggest using a complete concealer to do that because there's way too much moisture in a concealer, and that's gonna crease or crack or, you know, all that ugly stuff throughout the day, and you don't want that. So any type of moisture that's there, you kind of want to like dehydrate that part of your eye. So let's see. Audra, please don't crash, but you can mount me to the dash if you want. I'll take it. I'll take the love. Let's see. And I'll save it for later. Hi, Tanya. I fucking love you. Am I supposed to swear on this? Can I? I don't know what this is. Is there like an FCC? I don't know. Anyway, so I've been using Painterly for all over. So that tuned out the natural darkness and natural shadow of my eyes. I'm also using, I just got these, so I'm using them anyways. Paint pots are fine alone. You don't have to add anything in there, but I am just junkie for makeup, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of the P. Louise base in there because I feel like it. Hi, Tiara. I just did Tiara's wedding the other day, and she was the most beautiful and sweetest bride there ever lives in life. Well, rumor 2 is a little light, but it's fine because it covers and it does the job. This one was actually made to use a little bit wet. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I've never really used too much of it wet, but when you use the shadow primer, always put it everywhere where you're going to be putting shadow. Put it everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And I even throw a little bit inside my brow so my brows stay, because that's what we're going to hop into next while this kind of sets on my eyes a little bit. So I am working with this. All right, so now what I usually use for my brow is Holy Grail of all brow things. I'm sorry, but they're the best. And especially ever since MAC discontinued their regular eye pencils. I'm really upset about that. They supposedly reformulated them and then just made them waterproof, but it's not anywhere near the same color, like spiked and stud or anything like that. I used to love them just to like sharpen up the brow. But right now I'm using Anastasia, the Dip Brow Pomade. I don't know like how to get people hold their hands behind this stuff. I don't know. You can't see it, but I'm using it. All right, so we've already prepped and we've already done everything. Now I just need to grab a brow brush that's nice and clean. All right, so use a brow brush. A lot of people sell the, I don't know, like eyeliner brushes, like the larger angle brushes as your brow brush. I mean, if you like a little bit of flexibility, that's like all good and fine. But if you notice this one, it's just smaller and it's a little bit stiffer, and you need that little bit of coarseness to really get in and detail your brow. Let's see. You can see like my grays like so much that I am like looking like a skunk. I need to do this shit. All right. So anyways, okay, we'll get back to it. We won't talk about that. Nobody's getting old here. All right. So I don't know. I've never done this inside this mirror, so bear with me here. So I'm just starting out just to start a little bit of my outline of my brow. I usually take something. I have a few little tools of mine. I usually take something, measure it up. Yes, Angelina, I love it too. I usually take something with my brows and kind of measure them up to see where I want them to go. I don't like them too far down. I just kind of like to follow the natural shape of them. and make them the way I wish they were. Then I make them look faker. So listen, fake is usually my end game, not everybody's, so it's fine. But if you remember, we put a little bit of primer inside my brow, so whatever you use in here is going to stick anyways. So I'm going up with the arch, and I'm bringing the arch down. This I'm doing really quick because I'm on live with you guys. Usually my brows take a little while. Hi, Holly. I'm trying to do this in here. It's tough to do it in the phone. I should be doing it in the mirror in front of me, but guess who isn't? Brianna. Oh, Tanya. You and the brows. I can't. Let's see. Brianna, I miss you so much. You have no idea. I see all your statuses because I completely stalk you. And I just die. And you talk so much shit, Brianna. And I love it. But half of the time, I can relate to everything you're talking shit about. So, I love you, though. I miss you. Hi, Cheyenne. All right, so here's what we're doing. So, now we have a brow going on. Big difference between A and B, right? Okay, so that we can agree. I, don't know if I should put 2 brows on and do, one half face or one not. So, let me know what I should be doing. Do you want me to just do one side of my face and look like an idiot? Or do you want me to do both sides and just kind of go through it? Yeah, Brianna, I'm crazy. What do you want from me? Everybody knows that. The problem is when you hide you're crazy. You can't hide it. You gotta own that. You gotta own it and love it. All right, so I'll do it all because my cousin Carla said to. And she's a strong Italian woman, and everybody knows not to go against that. My baby Anna. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Debbie. Let's see. All right, so now I'm doing this side completely differently, and then I'm teaching you the first side just because I'm trying to push through it. I can't believe how hard this is doing it in a phone. Whatever, we'll do it. We're gonna get that done. The eyebrows, girl, you got some good brows on you. All right, and then always remember, bring your arch down. We're going to clean up the brow anyway later, so just kind of do a rough little draft of what you're thinking of doing. So, let's see. All right, I got to look up in this mirror for a minute because I don't know where I'm going. Let's see. All right, so like I said, we're going to clean this shit up later, and we are going to add a little bit of sharpness to the brow and maybe clean it up a little bit because one's looking Gucci, one's looking Walmart right now. Yeah, then the rough draft stage is usually what lasts the longest. All right, so we got some brows going on, so that's a plus right now. So, let's just be happy with that for the moment. And I'm looking through my brushes right now. I have a million of them out. I have my brush belt and all that fun stuff. And usually I have a brow brush to brush these guys out because my brow hairs are so coarse and kind of long and all that crap. But whatever, fine. Life doesn't want to work with me today. Let's see. All right, now while I get my brush for the next step, does anybody have any other questions? Because we're going to start moving on to shadow now. For shadow today, I'm literally just going to do the most simple type of things. Let's see. My brush was hiding behind here. I knew it. It's got some purple on it, so I'm just going to spray it down a little bit. Oh, thanks, Debbie. You're the best. All right, so let me get a clean one. That would probably be the smartest thing to do. All right, so Debbie wants a smoky eye. What is everybody kind of interested in doing? Also keep in mind, I have really big eyes, and you don't realize how big they are up until I start putting shadow on them. So anything might look like a smoky eye in the end of it all, especially since I put on really big lashes. But I mean, I don't really care, whatever. Hi, Michelle. How are you, pup? I miss you. Oh, got all these awesome people in here today. Let's see. All right. So we're going to get her done. And excuse my fingertips. I haven't had my love Haley do them in a while. Hint, hint for when she starts watching this. All right. So I have my peach luster under my eyes. We prepped and primed all over our eyes. And then we started our brows a little bit. So remember, it's like rough draft stage. It always looks so bad, like in the middle of it. So I'm looking pretty crazy right now, which is fine. I'm with it. Oh, Diana, you do not look like Mimi, but you are amazing, and I love you. I think you're awesome. One of the most awesome people in the entire world. Okay, so right now this is what I'm using this is a custom palette that I made, but anything in them you can kind of get. The reason why I'm using that palette just right now for a second is I just am obsessed with the color soft brown. So soft brown is something that I always usually start out with, no matter what kind of eye I'm doing. If I'm doing a really cool eye, if I'm doing something like frosty or anything like that, I always go in the crease even with something warm like soft brown. Roman said hi. Amanda has a son, and he reminds me just of how Gianni was when he was little, and I literally am so obsessed with him. He's probably the greatest human being of all time. I love him, and I want to hang out with him every single day. Hi, Amber. I love you, Mommy. All right, so I'm going to start out. So what I do is I look straight ahead. And a lot of people, like you close your eyes, you do whatever. I look straight because when you look straight, you find out where your natural crease is supposed to be. Hi, Stephanie. You are so beautiful yourself. All right, so always look straight with it, even though I'm kind of looking into the phone. I probably should have rethought this and set it up a little bit more, but whatever. So always take a fluffy brush, the fluffiest that you have, and just kind of, windshield wiper motions and just blend it out. So just buff it nice. So now we have a crease. Oh, Carla, you don't look like you have McDonald's arches. All right, so now this color is another warm tone. It's just a little bit deeper than soft brown. It's called Brown Script. I don't really know if they make it anymore. I know they stopped for a while, and then they re-brought it back out, and I bought like 5 million of them. But who knows? Hi, Jessica, my beautiful girl. How's the baby? Everybody's got just the cutest babies now, and I get such baby fever. It's so bad. My baby fever gets awful. One of you guys needs to take them over and just give this. Am I going somewhere? Honestly, where do I go? I go nowhere. This is just for everybody who's been asking me to do this lately. But thank you, Amanda. If you have somewhere wonderful to go, I would love to. But no, I don't go out. We all know that. I don't leave the house ever. All right, so we have kind of like our base look. I'm going to use, because there's like mixed reviews on whether or not we should do kind of smoky, kind of regular, whatever. I'm going to use the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. It is so, so good. I love it. Yes, apple picking, Amanda. We are going to have to do that. All right, so I'm going to take a fluffy brush that's just like a smidgen little bit smaller. And I'm going to go in with a really, really like deep shade of pink. You can see like it's very well loved. Very, very well loved. So, yes, Tiara, I will take your baby for every day if you would like. Literally, like, my brushes end up stained with this color. It's called Love Letter. Isn't that cute? It's amazing. All right, so the only love letters that I get are from creeps online. All right, so yeah, it's pretty dark, as you can tell. It's gonna look kind of dark to begin with. And I'm taking a little bit more right on the tip of the brush. You don't have to like swirl or anything like that. And I'm still gonna be looking straight ahead, okay? But this time I'm gonna focus more so in the corners of the eyes. So, let's see. Yeah, Stephanie, you can yell at Michael for that. Let's see. Let's see. We have some new people. Christy, hello. Delia, hi. Donnie, hello. That was my happy voice. That was my excited voice. So, all right. So, whatever. Okay, so then we've started with that. So now we've gotten to the point where we are working from the outside in. So just always work from there. Because in this case, for what we're doing today, I want my eyes to kind of pull upward instead of being like out and down, you know? So, I think we all do, but that's just me. All right, so I'm going to go back in with a little bit of soft brown, and I'm going to just blend this out all over. And let's see. It's so weird doing this in this type of thing. I got to figure out like a better way to get this going. All right. So I've blended this out, but I do like a nice transition color to move through. And so I'm going to go in with a little bit of like an orange type of color and some soft brown. And I'm just going to fade it upwards. Let's see. What do we see? What do we see? I'm just going to go back in the comments. I know that some of you asked questions. Oh, thank you, Drea. Christy, I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette. I have literally like, and then I have just a few other little MAC shadows. The Modern Renaissance palette is by Anastasia. It's one of my favorite palettes made. The other one I have is a custom one. It's got a little bit of soft brown from MAC and brown script. So, I do like that one. But, let's see. Megan, Oh, good. I'm glad. Yes, use that pink. That pink is like amazing. I love it so, so, so much. And let's see. Oh, Amanda, I've done your makeup before, and your eyes do not look like Post Malone, and you are beautiful in every single way. And your eyes were bomb and giant, enormous at the end of the application. Let's see. Let's see who's here. Hello, Jessica. All right, so now I'm gonna go up and I'm kind of just gonna dust off my brush a little bit because there's literally no point to just using another one. And I'm using a little bit of Blanc Type. Blanc Type is one of my favorites, just kind of like blah shadows. But we all kind of need one of those just to kind of smooth it up. But I love it because it's just so smooth. And it's just so like creamy. Like, look, it gives a nice blur to everything. Let's see. The Cheyenne, I mean, I love myself some Post Malone, but I don't know. Let's see. So I'm just going to blend this all out so it's nice and transcended. I don't know what to say. I'm putting a little bit of Blanc Type just on the lid. It's totally up to you. What would you like me to do? Do you want to see me do more of a matte look on the eye and then just pop the corners a little bit, or anything like that? Let's see. Amanda, you missed the beginning. What did I use for an eye primer? For an eye primer, I used two little guys. I used, for the most part, if you wanted to, you could just get like Painterly. Painterly is a paint pot. And then also just a little bit of the P. Louise eyeshadow primer, because I just got a whole bunch of them in the mail and I wanted to use it too. So there's no reason for using two primers. I just wanted to use it. So okay, so everybody wants glitter and sparkles today. I don't know where I'm going with this. All right, so glitter, sparkles, I don't know. Let's see. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to go into some of my things and finding it. Jessica, no, I'm not doing, well, I am doing Halloween makeup for people for Halloween. I'm not doing Halloween makeup right this second. So, if you do want to smoke it out a little bit more, we're going to go back into that later. But right now, we just kind of wanted to shape the eye a little bit before we went on to shaping the rest of the face. I'm also going to use a small little brush like this, and I'm going in with a color called Brun. And Brun is really nice. It's from MAC. It's just a cooler brown, because everything else that we've done is a little bit warmer, so you can mix a little bit of cool on the other side just to open up the eyeballs. And let's see. Like I said, this is not as easy as it looks doing it in this type of mirror, but this is what we're doing. So, okay. Let's see. I don't know. Everybody wants glitter, so maybe I'll throw some glitter on. Oh, I think I know what kind of color I want. Let's see. I'm gonna have to have you guys hang on a sec. All right, I can't find the glitter, so we're gonna have to figure this out. Actually, I lied. Hold on. I think I found it in my bag of tricks somewhere. Oh, great. You can stare right at my pimple. I've been breaking out so badly, and that area is all contact, like, type of breakouts, so that's about it. Hi, Lindsay. I just saw you jump in. And if you guys don't know, I'm looking right now for some glitter because that's been the most popular demand for the moment. I have it somewhere. Let's see. All right, so let's see. Trying to see if I have some. All right, you know what? Whatever. We'll get back to the glitter because it's just gonna pop up somewhere and it'll be there and it'll be fine. I know I wanted to do gold glitter, Amanda, but because I have a nice like reflex gold that I can use, and it was super, super, super pretty. It came out with a holiday collection from MAC a few years ago, the Nutcracker collection, and it was just so gorgeous. All right, but it's fine. So right now, for the moment, because we're just going through the motions and we still have a little ways to go for the eyes anyways, I am going to grab just a little bit of all that glitters and just dab that on over here. I can see you. You guys are silly. All right, let's see. A little bit of Vermeer. And come out a lot lighter. All right. So we're gonna leave these eyeballs alone for a little bit, and we are going to go into some skin for the moment. Okay. All right, let's see. So this is what we're gonna do. I am prepared for you guys. Can you hear the music? I can. Everybody. Let's see. I'm feeling my Spanish side today. Well, I mean, my Spanish side deep down in my heart. Yes, I always do eyes first. Always, always, always. Because when you're using stuff, especially like deeper colors or anything like that, I always start off with eye Cheyenne because it's easier to wipe away anything that you need to rather than people using things like tape or whatever, X, Y, and Z. So yes, and that is a great question. A lot of people ask something like that. Let me disinfect this. You can see my little kitty in the background. You see. Sometimes I do a white inner line of the eye just to really pop out my eyes more. Maybe I will. But, all right, maybe I will. Just because it shows a bigger difference from start to finish, I guess, than the other which ways. But I always like to tight line underneath. Just to... Whew. Contacts. Oh, don't believe their meows if you can hear them. They've been fed their very well loved. They're just piggies. It literally sounds like my cat says hello to me. Swear to God. All right. So, right now we're gonna get a little crazy. Not too crazy, but yeah. We're going in. All right. So let that be a little bit messy right now. Suavemente. Let's see. All right. So now I'm going to start on my skin a little bit more, and then we're going to go back in on the eyes. Okay. Take a little bit of brown and mush it out. Everybody does that face, huh? When you're doing something, especially like if you're doing mascara, if you're doing like other things. Everybody does it. Nobody is exempt. Okay, so we're getting there. Going through my stuffs. All right. Hey, Megan. All right, so I'm going in with a little bit of this. This is Upward Lash. And Upward Lash, I'm just using it. I'm not using it as like a full-on mascara. Like I said, we're going to go back in on the eyes. It just really bothers me if my eyelashes just look like powder. So we're just using a little bit of that. It doesn't really matter to me, honestly, what the mascara is like at the moment, because I literally don't even bother. I just put on a giant eyeball, eyelash, whatever. So now I'm going to start skin, like I promised 10 million times already. All right, so I have this little guy that I use because I do whatever, but I tend to pump stuff on the back of my hand. It's whatever. Don't put it on the palm. Obviously, the palm will soak everything up. Back of the hand, it'll kind of sit on top of it for a little bit, and then, but if you're an artist, you usually use one of these. So, my kitty does not want attention. My kitty is just, my cat is just a pain in the tushy. I love it so much, though. My baby. Let's see. My hair looks so healthy and shiny right now. The secret to the shine and health of my hair is, well, Tiana Reyes does a beautiful job with cutting it and everything. She really knows my hair well, and she's always so great. But the secret to it is that all of my gray hairs reflect in this light. All right, so I look really stupid right now because I don't have any rest of my face on or anything. Your eyelashes were long. What semi-not expensive mascara would you recommend? Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Crystal. Thank you. I would say, I don't know. I like Upward Lash from MAC, but I'm always a big fan of using two mascaras at once. They have some sort of like synergetic effect with each other. I don't really know if that's a word, but I figured to get my point across. But no, they work, like two of them work really well with each other. You know, I always say use two mascaras. I used to love this one. Estee Lauder used to make Magnascopic, and it was amazing. Amazing. It was so great. Upward Lash is amazing from MAC. I love it. It's got this tiny little like, it's not even like a brush, but it's a little bit of plastic at the end of it. It's got a hollow like reservoir in it, and it holds product in it, so you don't have to redip, which in turn is going to save you a long time with your mascara, and it's going to make it last a lot longer because the oxygen from the outside isn't getting pushed down into the middle of that. You could always use a lash primer if you feel like they're not long enough, but I'm just a fan of using strip lashes every day. That's what I'm a fan of. I don't usually do too much of the mascara thing. I just use it for underneath so it blends up my lashes to the actual thing. All right, let's see. Let me look at some of your questions. Do I have any skincare or makeup tips for oily skin girls? The foundation on your nose always seems to come off, even when you use high-end foundation and set with loose powder. Elizabeth, I would say definitely, a lot of people don't understand that sometimes when your skin, like when you need something with oil control, sometimes your skin is actually dry, and what it's doing is it's screaming for something, and it's just kind of protruding out of one area of the face because it's getting so aggravated. Oil can actually balance oil, so getting a regular oil like regimen for your whole entire skin might control everything and kind of get it to disperse equally throughout your face. But MAC makes a really good product. You use literally just the tiniest little drop of it, and then you put it on just like T-zone area. It's called Skin Refined Zone. It's amazing. I'll go through the comments and I'll talk to you a little bit more about a skin routine. You can tell me a little bit more about your skin if you want to, and I can kind of try to point you in the right direction. Crystal, you have dark circles. How do you get rid of them? Okay, so in the beginning, remember I put that crazy kind of orange underneath my eye. Hi Ashley, that is how I'm going to get rid of my dark circles. There's no completely getting rid of them for good. You can never get rid of dark circles for good. They're hereditary or about hydration. Both of those things. So anything that says anything else is kind of a lie. You can brighten them up a little bit with something that's like caffeine based or whatever, or if you have dark circles because of puffiness, you can get that swelling to go down a little bit, and that'll help you out there. But as far as dark circles, most you can do is cover them, especially if you have like a nice Italian background like I do, and you get the typical Italian dark circles. So I am gonna throw a little bit more of that orange underneath my eyes because my under eye gets really, really, really dark. I hate it, but whatever. So go only where it's like super dark. So I'm going under where my eyes get dark. If you have any like hyperpigmentation or anything like that on your skin, you can use this there too. Let's see. Ashley, you suck it. Strip lashes, they always bother you. You can get, well, you need to get one that fits your size eye. But for me with people, I always tell them when you shop for them, look at the band and see if you can kind of see through the band a little, see if it bends, see if it's, you know what I mean, see if it's kind of like twisty enough to be able to get and to go around the actual shape of your eye versus a band that's stiffer that just pops there. So let's start on skin. So I put like a little bit of the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. Super great. Love it. But kind of a little bit thick, even for me. And that's saying something. So I like to mix in a little something with it. You can mix in a moisturizer if you want something a lot lighter. You can mix in a strobe cream. Strobe cream's really pretty. Right now everybody's all about like glowy this, glowy that. Not me, I'm all about coverage. So, because I am a psychopath, I am going to use just a little bit of a different foundation. I love Studio Fix. Let's see. What's the name of the peach stuff under my eye again? Peach Luster. It's Peach Luster. It's marketed as like a highlighter. It's in the color correction zone for MAC. It comes in a twist up. So it's Peach Luster MAC highlighter. Going back to work, but looking... Oh, I love you. We need to get together. I want to go to eat to that place that you went to that you posted the other day. It made me really, really, really hungry. I appreciate that. Let's see. All right, so I'm done being crazy with my little scientific mix-ups and stuff. So I'm just, oopsie poopsies. I got a lot out in that. All right, so strobe cream adds a little bit of moisture to it, a little bit of glow. I use the peach one, and then I have the Huda Beauty foundation, and then mix it with just a little bit of another, like, whatever foundation. So that's just to get it to move around my skin a lot more, because the Huda foundation is so good, but it's just so thick, and you know, in order for it to be a little bit more emollient, I need to add a little bit of stuff. So let's see. I see my genie just jumped on. I love you so much. So much, so much, so much, my genie. I love you. I need to see you soon. All right, so here we go. You know what? Putting my hair back will probably be the best thing for this. So, all right, well, whatever. It's a few shots, so. All right. So I'm going in with a yellow base for the rest of me, because as we were talking about it, yellow will balance out redness and breakouts and all of that other crap that I have going on. I love you, Jeannie. You're the best in the world. I gotta figure out this thing. Bring it down here. What is going on? Alright, I gotta look in this mirror versus that, because I don't know what's going on over here. I love your voice. I'm gonna get you in here. Let's see. Alright. This is when the magic is gonna start to happen. Ugh. Don't mind, my hands just, they hurt. Alright. Let's see. Alright. So right now, this is what we have going on. Hang on 1 second. I'm getting cold. All right, I'm back. House coats are like my life. I don't know who else loves them, but I do. Boop. Okay. All right, well, at least that'll keep my hair back for a minute. All right, so I have this light on me. Let's see if it'll get so much better. Doesn't look like I'm a crazy person now. All right, so I'm going to finish out with this part, and I'm going to keep going. And I'm just bringing it down. Cover up my lips a little, because I'm gonna end up overdrawing the shit out of them. I haven't got my lips done in like 5 million years. All right. So we've got a little bit of a base. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. I miss you. Get to see all these awesome people on here. I miss you so much. All right, let's see. So now I'm using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It literally changed the game. It's so good. So I'm going over the peach highlighter that we found. I'm gonna bring in a little down the front of my nose and right where my Cupid's bow is. Also, because I am a creature of habit, I usually like to put in a little bit of a prolonged wear concealer because I just like the way I like the way it glows. Let's see. See if I even have my color right now. Oh. Let's see. Alright. So I'm gonna let that set a little bit. Hi, Kelly. Gary says hi. Tell my little guy I miss him so much. All right, just a dab of my prolonged wear concealer. I'm using this guy. All right, so I'm gonna take a little bit on my brush and I'm gonna put it right here for the prolonged wear one. All right, so now we're getting somewhere. I see what you just wrote, Amanda, and I really hope it's a story about Roman destroying your life right now, because I think that would be the funniest thing in the world. Let's see. I see you, Day. Alright, so now we're getting somewhere. We're kind of in the middle right now, so, you know, it's a process. But I'm going to just go in and dab. Try not to, a lot of people like to swipe all over their face. Dab, pretty girls dab, I would say. You got to dab it because, well, just because then it's not going to be where you put it in the first place. My baby D, I love you. Hello, Mrs. Santiago. I'm listening to some Suavemente right now, if you can't hear in the background. All right, let's see. And I don't own the rights to any of this music. Do I have to say that? I think I do. All right, so now I'm bringing up my concealer. Somebody's asking, why don't I do this shit for YouTube? I don't know. Maybe I'll put this on YouTube. But this one, I don't know. I'm like so freaking awkward. I don't know. People will be like, what the hell are you doing? I have no idea. See, I already answered that for that. All right, let's see. Hello, Eve. All right, so I'm using now just to go under the brow. This is a little bit of, well, I have it in compact that I made, but they sell them separately. It's a Studio Finish concealer. It's kind of thick, so it's going to go right where you put it. I am using this flat brush. It's flat, stiff, and it goes where you put it. So, let's see. So I am pointing it right down underneath. So remember when I said that in the beginning we did our rough draft with our brows and everything like that? That was true. So that was no lie. Let's see. I can't see shit. All right. So we go right underneath there. and go back under the over under and bring it down. So right now we've like brought our arch up and brought it back down. I'm pretty satisfied with the tops of them, so I'm not gonna like do too much. Well, I mean, I've already done too much, but whatever. So, let's see. Alright. This guy's going against the family. I thought this one wasn't going to be the troublemaker. It is. Alright, I can't see anything. For those of you who don't know, I have some vision problems, so, like, only when at certain distances from things, and I can't see too well with my brows, but whatever. Angelina, I would love to do your makeup for it. I would die for that. I'm very excited for it. So now we're at this point in our makeup. I'm letting this kind of set into my face a little. I spray in between with a little bit of that moisture spray, especially at this moment. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I use the Laura Mercier, it's called Secret Brightening Powder for under your eyes. Makes me feel special that it's so secret. I'm using it. Alright, let's see. So I'm using that. It's translucent. There's not a lot of, I don't know. I don't feel like it shows a lot of flashback. I don't feel like it shows like a lot of stuff that regular things with titanium dioxide do. So I'm just going to do this. And as I'm doing this, in order not to crease, I'm going to keep looking up when I do it. So if you keep looking up and go in and just press it, keep pressing the crap out of it. Okay? Because at this point, you don't want to move anything that you've already worked on getting done. Alright. And I know it says for under eyes, but whatever. If it blurs my under eyes, it blurs under my nose too, which I like. So, I got this going on now. And does everybody see how, like, before, like, when everybody's like, oh, do a smoky eye, do a smoky eye, do a smoky eye, and I was like, all right, fine, like, but we'll stop right here for right now, because on my eyes, like, this will look like a smoky eye, just for some reason or another, so it will. So I'm pressing in along with powder now, because I don't like shit to move once I use it. Sorry, I got a phone call. I got a phone call from one of those things. Scam Likely is who calls me all the time. We've got a good relationship. Let's see. Yes, Angelina, text me later. Tell me everything. I would love to do it. And I would love for you to come through. And I would love to see you and hang with you and talk. Right now, I'm using Studio Fix Powder in C6 because I'm so light right now, just to do a little bit of dusting up on the sides of me, okay? So I'm going to add a little bit of depth and dimension with this. I can't believe this used to be my actual skin color, but now I'm pasty, pasty, pasty. All right. So I'm going in. So I like to use some face powders as bronzers too. I do have other bronzers that I use. I love and use Give Me Sun for so many things. This is Give Me Sun. My cap's missing on mine, but whatever. So I'm using that. I already did the whole definition on the side of my face with a softer one. So now I'm going to go in with this and just kind of roll it right at the edges. just a little bit deeper. So when you go with something that's just a little bit deeper, it's gonna add some of like the hollows to your cheeks and give you a little, you know. All right, so where are we? Aha! So I'm hoping this doesn't have any more pink or purple on it because I'm gonna go in on my nose with it. So right over here, I like to add a little fun to make my, oh, my kid's father used to tell me I look like I had a pepper nose. So I always think of that. Like no pepper nose for me. And I bring it up here. Because you want everything to match, everything. You want to bring the outsides to the inside to everything. You want complete balance on your face and complete symmetry. Yeah, pepper nose. Everybody laugh. Everybody laugh. Let's see. I'm just going to use a clean brush and just blend this out that we already did up here. All right, let's see. So blended that out, nice, nice. And now this is what a lot of you ask me about is lashes. I pre-made these lashes. Thanks, Uncle Gary. My uncle's on here. He's kind of the best uncle ever. You can be jealous. It's fine. He's not your uncle, he's mine. Let's see. All right, so I am putting my lashes on. Oh, I don't know. You guys are gonna be mad at me if I don't put any eyeliner on first, I think. So, all right, so I'll put some eyeliner on, whatever. Let's see. All right, so now I need my regular liner brush. Guys, I made a mess of everything. No, you're the best of the best, Jeannie. I love you. Huh? Let's see. All right, let's go. Where are you? All right, so yeah, so you guys are gonna be mad at me if I don't put some damn eyeliner on. I know that because I get tons of millions of questions about it. All right, so I'm going to use a gel pot liner. And I'm going to just go in. There. Don't be afraid to turn your brush. For those of you who have trouble with liner, Holly, pull up on your lid, because when you pull up on your lid, I don't know, just by chemical nature of all of women, I don't know, from the beginning of time, we pull outwards on our eyes when we do our liner and then go in. So if you're pulling outwards on your liner and going in on here, then it has nowhere to go but go in and bleed upwards when you let go of it. But if you pull up on your lid and you start to do your liner and you don't do it that great or whatever, or it's not that precise, and you let go, it has nowhere to go but shrink down into a perfect line. So pull up, don't pull to the sides. So try that out, Ash. You might find that really helpful. Alright. Okay, so lashes. Let's get to that. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on my lashes. I've already like quadruple stacked them, so they're pretty heavy lash. Just going to put a little bit of glue on it. The trick with lashes, always wait for them to dry a little bit before you put them on. Just wait it out. I know it's like so impatient and it sucks waiting, but while that goes, I usually put my highlighter on, so just use it to do another step in between or something like that, or to draw your lips on. I can't wait to draw my lips on. Drawing my lips has to be like my favorite thing in the whole entire world. Only because I miss my lips being done so much. Hint, hint, somebody give me lip injections for free. No, I could never cheat on Julie. Julie Lambert's amazing. Alex DePietro, hello, my love. Did I miss you doing your eyebrows? They're amazing. Something I'm super self-conscious of. You did miss it. I did it in the very beginning. I do eyebrows first, right after I prime my eyes. If you want, you can rewind the video once this posts. I only have a few minutes left. And regardless, I can DM you if you seem like you're having any trouble with it. So I'm happy to help you out with that. Let's see. So in the meantime, let's do a little bit of this. I'm using one of the like artisanal brushes from NARS, and I love it. This is Lovejoy. Lovejoy is like my favorite blush in the whole world. And you can put a little in your crease of your eyes too if you want. All right, so let's see. Highlighter. Highlighter. Which one did I want to use? Oh, okay. So this one is Whisper of Guilt. I don't know. I usually use like a ton of different highlighters on my face, to be honest with you. Literally a ton of them. This one for a regular like skin tone kind of one. Whisper of Guilt's really beautiful. Make sure you put some on the Cupid's bow. I always dot a little bit in the front corners of my eyeballs. But I'm also going to do a really, really cool shade. I think I have Soft Frost in here, and it like makes a really weird kind of tone, but it's really pretty. Let me see. I'm still here. All right, whatever. I'm really upset. So, all right. So the glue should be really dry on that by now, and I probably waited a little bit too long, so I might have to put another little coat. But that's fine. That's no worries. Either way, shape or form, we're fine. We're doing good here. Put a little bit of Derma Blender here. I do not like to crease. I don't. So that's my thing. I don't like creasing, especially since I have deep set eyes. I don't, so I always pack it in pretty good. All right, let's see. So my lashes should be ready by now. All right, let's see. And I have to be really careful because I used a black glue this time. There we go. I like to pull them together on top of my regular lash. Look at that. What a freaking difference, right? Look at that from that. So lashes can do many, many things. So let's see again. All right, so we have lashes now. Yay! I like to push mine upwards. Hit them home. All right, so we're pushing up those lashes, getting them good. And while these set a little, I'm gonna go in and smoke out underneath my eye a little bit more. Remember I said we were gonna go back in and do the damn thing, so that's what we're doing. Hello, right? Let's see, props to anyone who can do this every day. I could never. Oh yeah, this used to be my every single day routine right before I went to work. Always, always, never not. So I'm putting a little bit of this color called Sketch mixed with brown script for underneath. And I'm pulling it all out. And let's see. And I go really far down with my, with the smoke of my eyes, kind of. So if you can see from here, I go pretty far. That's because my eyes are deep set. So because they're more deep set, I like to bring this down because instead of it popping up on me, increasing throughout the day, I can just do it myself so it looks like I did it on purpose. I'm gonna blend out my face a little because doing your makeup in the mirror doesn't really do you much good. Well, the mirror of your phone, I guess. So not bad for that. Let's see. All right, so now I'm gonna go in. Now my favorite lip liners in the whole entire world are discontinued, and I'm not happy about it, and I'm never gonna be happy about it, and I'm gonna think about it forever, because that's how I am. I'm a Scorpio. What do you want from me? But I'm going in with the nudish type lip, and I am overdrawing the crap out of them. So now we have lips. It's my warning, I have 10% left, low battery. This color is, this is by NYX. It's the NYX lip liner in Nude Truffle, Courtney. Look at them lips. Look at them. You know. All right, so that's a color, Nude Truffle. So I lined, hey. All right, so I lined my lips all the way. And I'm getting it going on now. All right, so as far as a lipstick, let's see. We could either do a lipstick or I could do one of the Anastasia lip colors. They sell a lip palette. Really handy dandy. I like it. Let's see. Hang tight. I'm back. Okay. So, I have a color called, I think this is Driftwood. Yep, Driftwood. And I'm using a little bit of the Patrick Star Gloss in the center. Give it more of like a nudie look. Make them look a lot bigger. There we go. And hotels. Okay, so this guy. So I am now taking a white liner. There are plenty of really long staying like white liners out there. Oopsie whoopsies. See? We all make mistakes. But this one is pretty bright, so I like it. It's called Fascinating. However, I've heard a lot of good things about a lot of other different ones, so it really doesn't matter which one you use. But see that? So now see how it changed the whole entire look of this. It opened up the eyes, did all that fun stuff. Jessica, you need a short version. Good, save the video. If you guys ever have any questions or anything like that, feel free to DM me, ask. I do makeup lessons. I do one-on-ones. Everybody's different. So, we're doing this. This is what we're doing. So, I'm using the white, and I'm bringing it down just a little bit so it looks like my eyes are, like, a lot lighter. Like, a lot wider. And I kind of look like an alien now, so whatever. Who cares? Do I care? Oh, where'd I go? Ah! Here I am. Let's see. Some of you are leaving because I'm done. Hold on. So now I'm just going to smoke out the rest of it underneath a little bit. If you want to, if your line's ever a little bit messed up, get a little bit of liquid liner and just go over the things. There you go. Little liquid liner. I mean, there was really no need for it, but oopsie poopsies. Now I'm just getting silly. It's time for me to eat. There we go. There we go. Look at this. All right, so I'm gonna do this same thing on this side. Get it a little bit higher. It's harder because I stacked a whole bunch of lashes, so it's not really cooperating as much. And now I'm going in underneath. So always make sure you go in underneath after you do any white on the waterline, because you want to make sure you have that definition and everything. You need that contrast. go. Let's see. And oopsie oopsies. All right. So I should be smoking out the underneath a little bit more, and I did want to put a little bit of that other highlighter on the outside of my cheeks because it was really bomb, and I don't know where it is, and I'm not happy about it, but it's fine, whatever. So I'll just get a little bit of all that glitters and just pop a little bit of a different color highlighter on the outside of my cheeks. I don't like to have like all of the same one everywhere because I like to add a little bit more depth and dimension to everything. But let's see. So this is kind of the finished product. Is there anything that I can help with anybody or any other questions that people have? Jessica, you asked how long it took me. Usually when I plan stuff out, I'll plan at least like an hour or so for my makeup, but it depends. It depends. So now this is out of that light and in some natural light. So it still looks decent and no filter. Although this eyelash is coming down a little. We wanted to do that. Now it looks like I'm having a stroke. All right, let's see. And Jeannie, you're the best in the whole entire world. All right, I am going to sign off now. Give myself a little bit more spray. And I hope this video helped you. And I know a lot of you have been asking for it for a long time. So thank you for being so supportive. Always, always, always. And oh, Angelina, I'm so jealous of you all the time. You're literally the most beautiful girl ever. But yeah, this is for you, everybody. And it's also for the people that say that we use all these filters and everything like that. No, we just cake on a whole bunch of makeup. So, now I'm getting silly and I gotta find myself a new show. All right, guys, I am signing off. If you want to book anything, you just let me know. I'm here. So thank you. Love you guys. And I'm so happy that we could do this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, it takes me a minute for these things. One's going up, one's going down. They all going everywhere. They get caught in my hair a lot. I think I just put way too many on at once. But, alrighty. Signing off, guys. Thanks.